Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, smart contracts, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and our Elon Musk's favorite currency, Dogecoin. The world is awash in cryptocurrencies and the blockchain. Not so much the blockchain, but cryptocurrencies. On this Crypto Byte series, I'm going to bring to you my own no-nonsense approach to discussing everything related to crypto. These are Crypto Bytes. Welcome to episode 1 of it. Today, we are just going to talk a little bit about what a cryptocurrency is and how they came to be. And for this sake, we are going to choose Bitcoin, the most famous and the most widely held cryptocurrency out there. In the year 2008, America went through what is called as the subprime financial crisis. And in the subprime financial crisis, basically what happened was a lot of major American banks had lent billions and trillions of dollars to borrowers. These were called subprime mortgages because originally the word prime is anybody that is able to afford at least a 20% down payment. So if a home costs 1 crore rupees, they should be able to pay at least 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs from their own pocket, and they get a loan on top of that. And in America, it was 20% of the loan, which is if you were buying a home for $100,000, you are going to have to put down at least 20,000 as the down payment. So if anybody was unable to do that, a new set of loans were created, and those were sold as subprime mortgages. People took it, that was great. They had a lot of hidden charges because some of these people may not have had the propensity to pay. I know I'm simplifying it. But what happened as a result of the subprime mortgages is as a set of people started defaulting on their mortgages, the rates went up, the interest and penalties, all of them went up, and they were unable to pay. And that had a whole domino effect, and it literally threatened the foundations of the not just the American financial order, but the global financial order. A lot of people actually say it was as bad or maybe worse than the Great Depression of 1929 to 1934 that happened in America, and it was a financial crisis of that magnitude. At that point in time, what happened was President Obama was the incoming president, President George Bush was the outgoing president. The Treasury Secretary at that point in time, Henry Paulson and George Bush and all the entities, all the banks on Wall Street came to an agreement, and more than $1 trillion worth of bailouts were actually given to the banks. So there was a lot of outrage in the American public. Why are Wall Street organizations, which are literally the ones that have caused this crisis, why are they being given the money and not Main Street America or the average common man? So a lot of people were forced out of their homes. A lot of people's homes were repossessed by banks. They lost ownership. They lost their home. So there was a lot of anger. Out of this anger came a group of people called cypherpunks. These were people that were fed up with the overall establishment or the government because they thought that the government no longer stood for the common man who actually gave them the power. And they said the only way to break the government's monopoly or not to ensure a repeat of the situation is to actually have a currency that is actually not issued by any central authority, which is why it is called as decentralized blockchains. So the most famous character in this plot is a gentleman called Satoshi Nakamoto. His or hers identity has not been established. They have not come forward. But at the core of it is a paper that he wrote in the year 2008. And the paper basically said there is going to be a currency issued on the basis of certain rules. It is not going to be based on the whims and fancies of central bankers, governors of Reserve Bank or chairmen of Reserve Banks world over. It is going to be issued on the basis of certain rules. And the only way somebody could earn that particular currency is by actually mining or contributing to it. And the underlying technology that is used to record their contributions to this is called as the blockchain. So the blockchain essentially is, to put it in common man's terms, it's this general, let's say you're in a public place, there is a book, and you actually visit that place, and there are four other people that are looking at you without your awareness. You record your visit, and they come and say this person was there. Now, none of them know who they are. None of them know, well, they don't know each other. They don't know you. So therefore, there is no motivation for somebody to go back and erase on that particular visitor book that you are not present. In a way, that is how blockchain works, because it's a distributed ledger. And in this case, the ledger is in one place. But in the other case, the ledger, or the place where all of these transactions are recorded, are held by multiple parties, which is where the concept of mining comes in, because you need storage, when somebody is actually doing a transaction, you need processing capacity, which is where mining actually happens. So Bitcoin is based off of this protocol written by Satoshi Nakamoto about this model. And in the days to come, we are going to talk a lot about what is staking, what is a Bitcoin halving event, what is a cryptocurrency, what is a digital ledger, what is a decentralized token, what is an NFT or a non-fungible token, why there is so much hype and hoopla about it. But for today, I hope you enjoyed this little crypto bite about how cryptocurrencies came to be and the background for them. Until next time, click on the bell icon and hit subscribe to get the latest episodes.